you doing? Happy New Year. Well, me and Miss Tammy are very happy to see you. Wanted to tell you this, we are so very sorry. We found out the other day that we had some technical glitches for the past 2 weeks, and the videos we thought we posted for you have not been there.
They just disappeared.
We're very, very sorry that we have been out of pocket and not seen for the last couple of weeks, but we're good and we're happy. It's a new year. We can't wait to see you guys back, making it safe for you to be back. And we're going to be happy when you do get back,
Yes,
right?
yes. And we're thinking February will be time, grown-ups, for you to bring your babies back. And we'll send out a video and let you know. So y'all keep watching this Promised Land page. Y'all keep watching the NCC page. And all that info will be out soon.
Okay. Well, New Year. If you watch the TV or news sometimes, maybe with your parents, you may or may not understand all the things that are going on right now. We know there's a lot of stuff going on in the world right now. And sometimes it can be very, very scary. We know that. Because
even for grown-ups.
I was going to say, even for grown-ups, me and Miss Tammy, we get scared sometimes too. So, but the difference there is, our series this time is about I Can Be Brave. Do you know why we can be brave? Do you know why? Why, Miss Tammy?
Because God is always with us.
Absolutely. That's why you can be brave, because you can know that God is always with you. And today, we're going to tell you a story about a wonderful young man who found himself in dire straits because of people that he thought loved him, and a thing about a beautiful, beautiful coat, okay? His name is Joseph. And I know you've heard that name before because we've talked about Joseph before. So can you say Joseph? Joseph!
Joseph! You can sing it.
Yes.
Joseph!
That's good,
Do that.
Miss Tammy.
Do that one.
They won't let me and Miss Tammy sing,
No.
at church, but we sing really good. They won't let us though,
We do.
but that's okay. We get to do it on this page because this is us and you, so you know you like it. Okay, so I'm gonna read you the story this week. It comes from parents. It's from Genesis, chapter 37, verses 39 through 47 is the story, and this is Joseph. Look at him. Do you see what he's wearing? Isn't that a fancy coat, Miss Tammy?
Coolest coat
Oh,
ever.
coolest coat ever. So let's hear the story about how Joseph got this coat, okay? So he's calling it a robe. He says, this is in Joseph's own words, and it says, it all started with a robe. A very nice robe, if I say so myself. It had all the colors of the rainbow. My father gave it to me because, well, I was his favorite. I may have strutted around in it a bit too, thinking I was a prince or something. I did have dreams about people bowing to me after all. So it's not surprising that it really, really bugged my 10 older half-brothers. So there was 11 brothers.
Wow.
That's a lot. That's 10.
I didn't even have one.
Me either. That's 10. Let's add one more. That's 11. That's a lot of brothers, right? So it bugged all of them because their dad gave Joseph the coat, okay? It bugged them so much, they started to hate Joseph. So, and it wasn't long before they started planning to kill me. That's Joseph's own words.
Wow.
And they almost did. One day, they grabbed me, ripped off my robe, and sold me as a slave to some trader. So, if you don't know what a slave is, that is someone who is being made to work and do things for you without you paying them. And they can't leave and can't go away, so they're a slave. It's horrible to be a slave.
They can't even go to the bathroom without asking.
Without asking. So that's a lot, right? That's awful. That's an awful way to live. So then they took my ripped up robe, wiped some blood on it, and told our father that I'd been killed by a wild animal. So not only did they fake his death and told their dad he was dead, they sold him as a slave. If you got brothers like this, you don't need anybody who hates you, right?
For real.
That's awful. So that was his low point for sure. But God was shaping his story. So here's a picture, and they made him a slave. Look at how pitiful he looks, right?
So sad.
Yes, and got him in shackles and everything. It's so awful. Okay, so the traders took me to Egypt and sold me to one of Pharaoh's officers. His name was Potiphar. and I worked very hard for him. Before I knew it, he put me in charge of everything he owned.
So that's a good thing,
That is
right?
a good thing. He worked very hard and he put him in charge. All in all, life was
Still
pretty
not
good.
getting paid, just saying.
Right. That is until Potiphar's wife accused me of a crime I did not commit. Potiphar was furious and threw me into prison. Once again, I was miserable, but God was still shaping my story. It wasn't long before the prison warden put me in charge of all other prisoners and everything that happened in the prison. The warden trusted me. God made sure of that. So one day, a couple of the other prisoners told me about some dreams they were having. Thankfully, God helped me explain them, and sure enough, their dreams came true just as I had predicted. So here he is in the prison. Oh,
It was terrible,
so
doesn't
pitiful,
it?
so awful,
He
right?
misses his family.
That's right. So, later Pharaoh himself started having strange dreams. No one could explain them but God, and God told me what to tell Pharaoh. I was able to warn him that everybody's food was going to run out and he needed to prepare. So Pharaoh was impressed. He was so impressed, in fact, that he made me second in command. I helped Pharaoh's entire kingdom harvest food and get ready for the years when food would be hard to come by. It was hard work, but God was with me. And there he is with Pharaoh.
And now he's getting paid.
Okay?
Just saying.
Okay? So, here we go to the end of the story. Which brings me back to my brothers. When the famine came, people from all over came to Egypt to buy food. My brothers came too. When they arrived, they didn't recognize me. They even bowed to me. But I remembered them, and I remembered the old dreams I'd had as a child. Seeing my brothers made me cry. Actually, I bawled like a baby, but I didn't let them see. I could tell my brothers were afraid. If I had wanted, I could have had them all killed. But I loved my brothers. In a way, this wasn't really their fault. God had allowed everything to happen, all the ups and downs in my life, so that I could save their lives. My story has a happy ending. My father and all my brothers and their families moved close to me in Egypt. They had everything they needed and lived long and happy lives. God was with me, and God was with my family.
Yay!
How cool, right? So here's the last thing that Joseph says. I never had any doubt that God was with me every step of the way, through the good and the bad, as well as the very good and the very bad. God was there. It's amazing to think that God worked everything out for good in my life so that I could help my family. If I hadn't been sold as a slave by my brothers, I wouldn't have been able to give them food during the hungry years. Okay? So that's Joseph, right? So think about this. What kinds of difficult things have you had to go through? Hard times maybe at school? I know it's been rough with the pandemic, having to be in and out of school.
Having to wear a mask all the time.
Being virtual.
It makes my nose itch.
Me too, and my face sweat too. But you know, being virtual and then you're able to go back to school, or maybe yet your parents aren't having you go back to school. They're just trying to keep you safe. We understand that.
Not being able to come to church.
That's right. Sad times with your friends, maybe because you can't see your friends now. Maybe if your parents let you FaceTime or Zoom or something with your friends, but it's hard, I know. But maybe when you're Zooming at school, you can see your friends, you know, part of that way. All right, so know that God is with you no matter what. So you find a piece of paper, have your parents write on there for you, God is with me. And you know what? It's a good, you can keep it in your pocket, or you can keep it in your room, or
on the
wherever.
bathroom mirror.
Yep.
Or on the fridge.
That says God is with me.
In
Then-
fact, you know what? You can write them and put them on all those places at the same time.
So you can see them every day, so you remember that God is always with you, okay? So this is a picture of Joseph. Beautiful coat. As you see, we didn't color the coat. Well, use your imagination. What colors would you like to see on this? I think I want purple and pink and orange and green.
I want red. I love red.
Miss Tammy wants red, so
We're
you
gonna
can
add that in there.
think about that, okay? And this is where his dad was giving him the coat, okay? Joseph's coat of many colors.
Isn't that crazy though, that his brothers were so mean to him, but when they got there, he didn't have them killed because he still loved them.
Right.
I bet you have brothers or sisters or maybe cousins that are not so nice to you sometimes. But you know what? You can do just like Joseph did, and he just forgave them. Did they ask for his forgiveness? Nope.
Right?
But he did. He forgave them when they did a terrible thing.
That's right. That's right. So our main quotes today, I can be brave because God is with me. That's all you need to remember is that.
Joseph was very brave because he knew God was with him.
He was. So the only other thing you need to remember is the remember verse. Okay, are you ready for that? Yay, remember verse. It comes from Joshua 1:9. Can you say that? Joshua 1:9. Very good. And it says, be strong and brave because God is with you. So you ready to learn the moves? Here we go.
That's it.
All right. Be strong.
I can be
strong
and brave because God is with me.
Got
Yay.
it? I can be strong and brave because God is with me. And that keeps me going every single minute of my day because I know no matter what happens, God is with me. Okay?
Every time you put on your coat or a jacket, I want you to remember that verse because we're talking about the coat of many colors. So every time you go to put on your coat, you can say, I can be strong and brave because God is with me.
And
every time.
And if you're ever afraid, and we know times can be scary right now, like we said, remember that too, because if you're afraid, guess what? God is with you, so there's no need to be afraid. Okay? He's got you. Okay?
No matter where you are.
That's right. That's right. Well, boys and girls, we are so happy if you tuned in today. Stay tuned for more things on our Promised Land page. Keep notice on when we're going to start back opening up in person. Remember, parents, we are live streaming and in person on Sunday mornings now at 10 a.m. You can do live streaming if you prefer on Facebook or YouTube. But we are right here in this building being safe as ever. We are social distancing. We are wearing masks. We have 3,000 gallons of hand sanitizer. Our cleaning people clean our auditorium every single week. So we are staying safe.
And children's ministry is not open yet, but if you want to bring your kids, we don't mind that they have their iPads or their or whatever you want to bring with them, or a color sheet or even a little toy. I mean, it's okay.
And we have color sheets too.
Yeah, we do.
So anyway,
because we're cool like that.
We are cool like that. And we also, guess what? We miss you like that. We really can't wait to see you guys. So anyway, have a great rest of the week. We will see you next week. Same bat time, same bat channel. Hope that you'll join in. And remember that God is always with you. Okay? Bye-bye. See you later.